Hello, hello. How's everybody going? Hey, Crochet. Hey, Scary. How you doing? It's been a while. Been a while with art. That is. Suppose I did stream sub 2 last week, but it feels like it's been a long time. Ni hao she doing? Ni howdy. Still very funny. Ni howdy ma. Been a while since we've seen the art stream. Yeah, it's been a while. I do need to make this painting so that I can make it to what's my next convention? It's like September, I think. So I've got a month. When is Convergence? I think audio is a bit too loud. Maybe there? Convergence on September 12th. So I got a month to make it to the 12th, I guess. Yeah, I have an idea. I've kind of sketched it out on Photoshop. I don't really know how it's gonna turn out in as a painting. Because I really use saturated colors, and I don't really know how to do that with paint. But alas, we'll try and go for it. Let's go to the mainstream and get cracking. Should have the camera set up, I think. Oh, there it is. Got a new setup now. There's a white backing over here on the back, and then the canvas sort of like sitting on the easel. And hopefully this is going to work. Maybe. Yeah. I have the most basics of sketches thought out. There's gonna be water in the middle, and there's gonna be like land and grass kind of on the side. Maybe I'll put like a duck in the middle as a subject, but mostly it's gonna be really blue. But come to think of it, I don't think I actually have a really bright blue. Once we start doing the water part, maybe I need to go buy a paint. I'll need to buy a piece of paint. Yeah, how's everybody going? What do you guys think about sub 2? As I prep my first color is gonna be very dark. I think I'm gonna try go dark and then light maybe on this. And if it can't get light, then I'll just add more paint, I think, just like last time. Let me scooch a little closer. Now I'm here. I'm gonna try and not knock over my stuff. What do you think about the Subnautica side quest that we did for this channel? You know, in one of the interviews, I for the Subnautica, I don't know if it's an interview. They kind of say that the gameplay is gonna take 20 hours. I was like, oh, maybe that's like 4 to 5 stream then. I was like, oh, that's quite spot on. So I actually predicted that it's around this time that we're gonna stop playing sub 2. It's like, hey, for once, my scheduling is on point. Would you look at that? I enjoyed it. Of course you did enjoy it. Maybe once they make more updates to it, we'll like get back into that world again. And see if we can, I guess, save the tree? Save the world tree? By the way, how's the audio? Like, is it loud? I think all of my audio is whack for Artstream now. I feel like I need to have something and lift this up because I don't want to paint the easel. Let me go find something. Maybe just a piece of paper. Should visit it once it's 1.0. Yeah. Audio's okay? Okay, that's good. I think maybe I need to pop out the multi-chat. Oh yeah, that pops it out. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna put it closer to where I'm painting on the screen so I can see you all. Subnautica always seems so fun. Oh dear. It's already been 15 minutes. That's crazy. No, I think my laptop will die. Oh. Yeah, Sub 2 is quite heavy in graphics, I think, in comparison to Sub 1. Got distracted playing alone in open worlds. Yeah, that's fair enough. Need to wrangle some friends. Friend wrangling. I didn't think we'd get it done that fast. Have you turned all the way up? Okay. My mic is all the way up. So, and I'm kind of like sometimes hitting the red as well. Maybe I'll speak closer to the mic. Just a tad bit. Yeah. I'm gonna try and quickly put a base down and then see where we go from here. Actually, this week, actually not this week, it was last Tuesday, I think. Oh wait, I don't have water. Let me get my water before I launch into my story time. I need paste to put my paint. Oh god, I am so disorganized. It's been a while since I painted. Just ask the crew and see if you can, aka timing work, exactly. Just yoink a friend. What's that sound? Hydrate! Ooh, I will hydrate. Actually really good. I need to now be careful not to drink my paint water. That'll be really bad. So I don't know if you guys can tell but from my voice, but I'm a little sick. Again. Just a little bit. Last Tuesday, there was actually a event. A tiny little tabling event. It was like a local night market, and the table was free. So I had signed up. You know, who couldn't resist the free table, and it only lasted for like 4 hours-ish. Oh, somebody has followed. Gdiosis? GD, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to the stream where I paint and very occasionally play games. But I mostly do comic. I sound sniffly, yeah. I may be sick. I got sick again. I hate it so much. But it was an event that only lasted 2 hours, so I was like, man, come on. I was only there for 4 hours. Can't be serious. Remember reading Drinker Solomoto and loving it during your stream. So hello. Welcome. Yes, I do Dreamwalker. I'm the artist and creator of Dreamwalker on Webtoon, which you can read for free. And now the Royals as well. The Royals is my new comic that I'm working on. It's also free to read on Canvas, or you can join Patreon to read 3 episodes ahead. Although Patreon right now has reached a mid-season break, so there's that. I am planning to post more stuff during the mid-season break. It'll just be like stuff that I've been doing over the time that I was working on Royals. And I was kind of posting the Royals weekly as well. So I didn't get the chance to post other stuff, so now is a good time to post random stuff. If you like Drunko, you have seen Royals exactly. Yep, I have new work. Wow. Um, sorry, magic sick. Ugh. Um, so I try blue. Yeah. For Patreon, we're on break, so gonna try and catch up with the backlog. Yep. Yeah, I need a cough. Okay, I'm back. Blech. Being sick sucks. Hey, Glue, how's it going? I'm sick. That's how it's going. Ugh. But we're back. We're back in the art again. Back to the drawing and the paintings. Glue at this hour? What is this hour for glue? Oops, that's too much paint. I have like paper everywhere so that the paint doesn't get on anything. But then I have a habit of holding my paintbrush, and that paintbrush just kind of like gets everywhere. Oh dear. Do I have the Iceland command? I don't think I do. Unless that's a command that I gave you. Got a little bit of blue. Sometimes I have caffeine-fueled bouts of non-stop painting to 3 in the morning, especially once I got a deadline. Oh wow! Painting as in miniature painting? I used to do that when I was young. You can still do that. Just saying. You can still be doing that. But anyways, during I don't really want to say convention because it's really not a convention. It's a night market. It's a night market, and then I just happen to have a store that kind of sells convention items. And I also I was also doing portraits as well, like live painting portraits, like I always do in all conventions that I attend. Um, and it was a funny event that happened. So what happened was there was this group of 3 friends. I think they're friends. Uh, one girl, one female, two dudes, and they wanted to commission one of their friends of a portrait, and she was like, "Oh, I'm paying for this, so can you do a portrait of him?" And this person seems like a serious guy. Um, I was taking a picture of him just so that I could draw a portrait. And the two friends was like, smile, smile to the camera, smile, ee. But then that person was just like not smiling. And I showed him the picture that I took, and he wasn't happy with the picture. And he was like, you know what? Let me find a photo in my phone, and I'll give it to you as the portrait subject. I was like, oh, okay. Let's exchange the photo and stuff. And they paid, and then they walked off. They have to wait for like 30 minutes for me to finish. And while I was doing the commission, one of the friends came back and they're like, "Hey, can you do like can you do another picture that's just a caricature of that person and make it really silly? Like give it a buck tooth, have it like have cross eyes or something like that, stuff like that. And then show it to them first before showing the actual one, as a prank." I was like, "Okay, sure." It sounded so funny. So I did the character, and they came back. The friend actually came behind the booth and then was like taking a video of the event that happened. Um, the first time I showed the character, the person just closed his eyes and then did like, "Oh, come on," kind of expression. It was so hilarious. And then I showed him the second picture. I was like, "Oh yes, thank God." It was a prank, bro. It was a prank. It was so cute. That was fun. And then yeah, they did commission 2 other portraits afterwards, so that was cool. I wish I didn't have to. I'm too tired on weekday evening recently. Hi, it's been forever. Sal, hello, welcome to the stream again. It's been forever indeed. Oh man, my camera. I think you guys will have to like tell me if the camera dies somehow. Again, because I'm a little bit far away from the OBS now. I'm sitting a bit further away. But yeah, and then I got sick. Man. I got sick. I wish I can just chug a bottle of medicine and then I'll be fine. But it was a nice and peaceful event. It was actually a little stressful because I think the people there that goes there wasn't used to seeing commission artists, live painting artists, I guess. So I got a lot of commissions in one setting, and there was already still like people coming back for more. So that was cool. That was cool. It's cause you are again late. Have a good day, night. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, I just stream at a very late night day from most of my audiences. Ah, I got pain on my finger now. But yeah, thanks for popping in. The sick come for us all. It does indeed. I'm gonna try and put down all the dark colors, maybe avoid the middle. And then I'm gonna try and bring back the brightness. Hopefully. Hopefully. Um. Also, during that convention, I got interviewed. It was a university, like a local university in the event. So I guess everything is kind of also run by students. But I was so so uncomfortable during the interview. I was like, oh no, what am I supposed to be saying? What do I do with my hands? What am I even talking about? Should I be introducing my real name or my artist name? Because like it kind of feels weird to be introducing my artist name. But at the same time, they're gonna post this on the social media, so I should be introducing my artist name. I was like, the panic. The panic was intense. You're not supposed to get paint on fingers. I must be doing something wrong. No, I have paint on fingers. Dang it. Are you also drinking paint water, Blue? You're not supposed to be doing that. It's only off limits if it has metallics in it. Stop! Don't drink acrylic paint water either. Stop it. But yeah, I'm gonna try and finish this painting in a month so that it's ready for convergence. I have 2 conventions coming up on September. One is Overload and one is Convergence, and I'll be trying to sell the paintings there. Hopefully. Also, I know I have been streaming around this time for Subnautica, but I just want to know, what do you guys think about this time? I kind of want to keep streaming it at this time, if possible, but if it's too late for people, maybe I'll go back. This over here at the corner is supposed to be like a little tiny waterfall. In fact, I'll push this further a bit. Yeah, maybe like this. Maybe there's another rock here. I feel like if it action it, I'd be like, who? Yeah, I'll still be calling you Captain, even if I do know your real name. Oh, except so metallic, since it makes the water sweet. It does? Wait, how do you know? It's like you've experienced it before. Hmm. Don't drink leaded water. Indeed. Sorry, leaded water. I thought I fixed that during Subnautica, but no, it just came back. What the heck? It never left! It never left! Once I stopped seeing the picture, my vocabulary went back to its original state. uh... Oh god, I need to cough, but I'm squeezing paint out of this thing right now. Oh, one sec. It'll be your rank, so it'll be fine to call you Cap. That's gonna be so cool. So cool, so cool. You'll be captain by the end of this year, right? something like that. So why is there water in my white paint? That doesn't make sense. No, I got paint everywhere on my hand already. I hate it. Need a little bit of black. Ah! I made a mess. I made a mess. No, that's too much black. Every time I start saying lead and start saying need, she relapses. I'm relapsing already. It did not stick at all. You need to stop typing it like that. You need to start typing like LED. And then I'll say lead. That was a perfectly cut scream. No, now I got all these black. I don't need to use that much black. It's the scientific symbol. Sure, maybe that'll help. I must change. I really don't need to like paint at the sides. I am realizing from the canvas that I did, because you don't really see it anyways. Honestly, I don't really need paint all the way to the end either. PB. Should just start saying PB. So much better than lead. Latin word for lead. I understand the periodic table sometimes. How do they get PP from lead? Plumbum. Oh yeah, that's why people are they're called plumbers. We had that realization during the stream, I think. I remember that being a thing. Oh, all this black is gonna be wasted. Damn it. Damn it. I should have paper towel somewhere in this room. I need it, but I can't find. I need to go outside real quick, just to grab a paper towel. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I hope it didn't get too lonely while I was gone. You guys can't really see all the mixing that I've been doing. It's a really bad angle. Oh well. I did not know that. Well, I didn't know that either a few streams ago. But when they were talking about PB, I was like, oh, so that's what plumber came from. Showers and drains are mostly from lead. Yep. The more you know. Not as much lead in the trade now. Yep. They realize that it's deadly. No, no, still plenty of lead pipes still in the use, not so much installation. Still rolls for the tongue bin and PVCer. The PVC pipe. Use a lot more plastic and cast iron. Even cement and drains and septic work now. Wow. A plumber is just a failed electrician. Oof. Oh, vice versa, the video we're making a joke about. Electricians slightly flip plumbers. Funny. Oh dear, I'm gonna be losing a lot of blues. Azul. It is quite deep sea blue at the moment. I want it to be more saturated sky blue in the middle. But I guess once this blue dries off, I can try and seep this kind of color back in here, maybe. I like water. Okay. I like painting water. It's very satisfying. Or night sky, it's water. There's like a lagoon over here. There's like a big lagoon. Or maybe like a creek. Yep, it's gonna have a lot of white. I do want a little bit of this kind of blue coming through when we paint the sky blue color. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this. And hopefully it shows through. I don't actually know if it's gonna work, but... Horrible color, platinum white. You don't like platinum white? Is this acrylic? Yeah, it's acrylic. It's acrylic, so I can make as much mistakes as I want. This part kind of want. Ooh, I think I want lighter color in this area now. Sort of like gray. Hmm. Have you get to find a good white that isn't chalky or has too little pigments? Interesting. I only have a set of acrylic colors that I can work with. I don't have a lot of options. Just kind of like the primary ones. I thought acrylic isn't really transparent, so it doesn't bleed that much. Yeah, it doesn't bleed that much, but I can put down the blue and kind of like avoid this area when I paint the sky blue. And so like this color comes through. But if it doesn't come through, I'll just use the color and then just paint over again. Something like that. I feel like I'm like painting in a way that I would be painting a digital painting. It's not like I ever got like taught how to paint traditionally properly or like go into a traditional paint school. So the only way that I know how to paint is in the digital way. Very digital fashion. Acrylic can be thin to transparency using some medium or water and can make some really clean blends if you're fast enough. Yeah. Pretty convenient because you can just paint over things. And I kind of sample color with with like a digital painting understanding as well. Ooh. Okay. Try to get some white out. No, please don't let the color get everywhere. I'll try doing just a little bit of yellow. I wonder if this is gonna turn out brown and then I won't like the color. Sometimes when I don't know how to mix color, they just kind of turn out brown. Oh, it's kind of close to what I'm after, I guess. You're more of a clay art or crochet person? I wonder why you're a crochet person. That's like in the name of something. I didn't quite figure out drawing. I think it's just like any craft, really. You kind of just have to practice and actually know which area that you want to improve. Like these days, I'm kind of in like I guess I hit a ceiling in terms of my art skills, and I think I really need to improve my figure drawing. I need to do more figure drawing studies and actually be able to draw without don't know how to say it. Like just know how the person kind of rotates in the 3D setting. Like I need to do more of those kind of practice. But I'm finding like I don't really have time to do practicing because I've been doing royals back to back, back to back. So just because you're drawing doesn't mean you're really practicing on how to draw. And that's kind of like what comics does to you. You kind of stagnate in skills if you just do the same thing over and over again. You kind of have to expand. Um, I can picture and build exactly what I'm picturing in bricks. Exactly, I can't do that. I know how to brick a person, but I don't know how to brick in a pretty fashion. But that's because I never done that before. Um, Nuns make so great color on horrible shapes. Oh. Now my sisters and even my brothers all have artistic ability, but I a bit of storyteller. Hey, there you go. I have a cousin that did anatomy classes just solely to learn how to draw them. Yeah. And the others are just good at color theory or figure slash realism. Nice. Bricker person. Exactly. Throws bricks. Magic's violence. 100%. She's so innocent. I have a knife behind my back. Always has been. But yeah, remember, it's not just about the practice. It's about knowing what to practice, knowing what you're lacking, and focusing on that skills. And like in my case, drawing tons and tons of images for comics, it actually doesn't improve my skills. I kind of just stagnate in my skills because that's the only thing that I know how to draw. So if you want to improve, you gotta expand your horizon and explore new techniques, see what other people are doing, and try to test your abilities. Change. Change up the way that you do things. That's the only way you can improve. If you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, you don't actually improve. You just know how to do that same thing over and over again better than last time. That's all. Which is why I'm kind of stagnating. A little bit. Put a little green over there. It looks really bad on the camera because it's blurry. My capture card can't get a better resolution from this camera. But to break the mold and draw a variety of characters, bodies, and faces. Exactly. Break the mold. You need to learn how to draw different characters more, because all I can draw is the knight from Hollow Knight. That's cute. Says to draw during high school. But I mean, only if you want to like improve, you know. If you're doing it for a hobby, like that's fine. Do whatever. Because it's fun to draw. Huh, I didn't think we'd get this far. From painting. It's kind of good that I already have the image of what I wanted to paint before I started. I think that helped. For this piece at least. It's fun, don't like it, it's fun, but I don't like it enough to drop on the internet. And that's okay. And that is absolutely fine. Yeah, it's here. There's no reason for you to share it if you don't want to share it. Ah, the S. I saw so many people draw the S. Need more blue. A staple across the world. How did that get so popular? Oh no. Ah. Yeah, see, when I mix the blue with the white, it's still kind of... It's still kind of in that kind of blue. It's not like a vibrant turquoise blue. I think I need to go to the shop and find another paint before I can do the middle part. Maybe the middle is what I do next week. Oops, there's still a bit of green in that. No! International symbol that transcends language. So it's easy to draw and easy to follow along instructions. Speaking of instructions, I actually have not really a convention, but I have a Zine Fest that's coming up in 2 weeks. Which I'll just have I have a half table, and I'll just be selling zines, so just little booklets. I'm thinking of making a zine where it's a instruction. Oh, no, maybe not instruction. Maybe like tutorial, or like helpful tips on making making comic or using Photoshop, something in that regards. I can't go. I'm sorry. All of the conventions that I mentioned, you guys probably can't attend. It's for New Zealanders only. Two one one of white, green, and that blue should get good pale turquoise. Okay. 211. White, green, blue. This kind of green? Okay, I'm assuming. Light green. I've never like I guess a measure uh the paint the amount of paint that I needed. But let's try. Yeah. A bit of blue. Depends on the green acrylic. Okay. I mean, even if it doesn't work, I could still probably use it somewhere on the painting. Primary green, more of a 1.5, 1-1. Okay. It's not a primary green, but we'll try this and then we'll try the other. One way or the other. I'm gonna wash my brush so that the past paint doesn't get mixed in. Who the hell is this? Zero! Hey, hey! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We finished up 2, so we're back to art. Well, finished as in finished up to the point where the early access ended. So there's no more content. You know, I really like the base that we built. I'm watching a 360p. I can't see about colors. Yup. I'm sorry, the camera is so blurry. This doesn't really help, does it? No, I just made it worse. Best always test in small amounts. Yep. I'm gonna try this. 211 right here. Maybe. I mean, it is turquoise. It's pale, kind of like pastel. Pastel pale. It's not a color that I would use in the middle, but it's a color that I would use on the side. It's something. Maybe I don't have the right green. But I can definitely use it like kind of around here where the light hits. Oh, I need a cough. Okay. Camera didn't focus on it anyways. I think this is like the most focus I could get. Because I don't think it's the camera issue, it's the capture card. The capture card can't get bigger than, I think, 1K of resolution. It's actually a pretty good color for this face of the rocks. It goes. So I end up with palette after palette, just mixing various shades. Yeah. I mean, these are from like old palettes as well, from the last painting that we did. I never watched it. It's gonna be super hard to try to get the brightness that I wanted. So I think I will try and buy. I'm gonna go just browse, I guess. Like this kind of bright green, you can't really mix a kind of green and white to get this kind of green. Like it's very vibrant. They might just have to like come from a default tube that's just purely bright sky blue somehow. Magic Hand reveal. It's always been revealed. Also, is it red? I feel like I've adjusted the color balance a bit, so that my hand is not that red. I think when I was testing it this morning, my hand was super red. A little. Art streams. Art. We love the art. Ah! I can feel a bit of paint just splatter onto my face. Oh yes, a gray. I do want a gray. Like right here in some of these rock faces. Then we can go back with the blue again. I mean, light in rooms different from morning, clearly. It's also sun kind of like hits inside the room as well. So, do be like that. Paint over, make a mess. It's already a mess. There's also light kind of reflecting off the paint, so I'm not actually seeing the true colors of the painting. Yeah, I sound like a unruly toddler, but that's what we are. We, our artists, are simply toddlers, and we make a mess everywhere. You're not a painter if you don't have paint on your face. From stuffing that pencil in your mouth to shape the bristles. Yes. Yes, indeed. 200 day of dailies. Hey, let's go! 200! A drawing per day until you hit 200. That's amazing. Very cool, very cool. Can make... I feel like every time I open up a paint bottle, the cap just wants to fall everywhere. Or maybe my hand's just shaky. But yeah, I'm thinking of making a couple bit more. Oh, my paint! Okay, I'm thinking of making a couple more zines. And more like a tooltip kind of zines, where it's like how to make your comic, how to, or like tips and tricks of using Photoshop, something like that. Maybe I'll post a couple of these like pages onto Patreon someday. Someday. This is all still pretty wet up there. Hmm. Oh, Daily Shopee and DMs. Alright. I'll check that out. Check it out after stream. Thank you very much. And do spot of light here. I wish I can turn up the saturation on paintings. I think it's because I've used like digital tool for so long. I love using saturated colors. But then when it comes to like paintings, they're all just dull. Sad and dull. Like, how do I color dodge? How does one color dodge? Color dodge is gonna be pretty difficult with paint. Yeah. How did they do this? Better just accept it as happy little accident. It is true. Very true. I feel like it's kind of coming together though. I don't know if you guys can see what I see. Maybe just shuffle camera back a little bit. See that? Just a little bit of islands around this area. And then water kind of like falls off a little bit into a bigger pool of water over there. I didn't say it, but I agree to it. Oh, Zero, have you caught up with the most recent Royals chapters? Oh god, I'm just coughing. Oh, and camera's dead. Haven't read comics in weeks. That's okay then. It updated? For Canvas, I guess. Patreon is on break right now. It's on chapter 19, I think. Should be 19. yeah, for Patreon, I'm just posting like random art that I did over the course. Cause we're on break, so now I get to paint. I get to post random arts. I'll read it later. Yes, yes, yes. Oh god. I need to stop touching the capture card cable. Maybe it's just kind of falling off. Okay, don't touch it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna shove it forward so that it's not pulling on the cable. Sometimes I feel like this cable should be snapping. By now. That's how weird it's dangling. Focus, focus. Okay, there we go. Camera's glitching, yep. Oh my god, I nearly just put my brush into my drinking club. Up. I nearly just put my brush in here. Rig wasp, yes. The wasp. Get it together. I can never get it together. What do you mean? This is a stream. I get streamer brain. We never get it together. Get it together, Bree. I'm alright as long as I don't think about it too much. BRB. Okay. Now, at times I hear stories about people thinking their paint water is their coffee as of. Oh dear. I want to somehow make the lights warm and shadows cool. It's gonna be difficult, isn't it? I don't really know how to do this. If I'm on a computer, I can just like make a layer, change all the color, and then make it multiply or add, and boom, that's my light. But now that I'm painting, it's like, what am I doing? That's alright, so I don't think about it. Exactly. Going for the big league with this brush pot. Can we play through the next Divinity? Man, I never finished Divinity. I was playing with my family as well. Zen Reds. What if I... Should I add green? Adding a dash of blue or red for light and shadows does a lot when you don't have layers to mess with. Oh, really? Red. I do have red. Let's try this. Not my best, honestly. I don't like this color. It's so hard to find the right color. Uh, Eyes what? For Divinity? No, I'm not gonna play Divinity. Not anytime soon. I did that. For Deep Shadow, adding complementary gives the most vibrant shadow, and a tiny bit of blue cools it down. Okay, okay. I'll play, you can watch me. If you play it, I'll watch. That's for sure. I'm like doing this like it's a Photoshop. That's not. And I'm failing. It's so bad. I zoned out. Play what? Oh, we're just talking about Divinity. But no, I will not be playing Divinity. Isn't Divinity 3 years out? Yeah, it's quite a I want to say old, but it's got some years in them. You know what? I need more of this color. There's that gray. Gray is like very important. What if I just grab a chunk of this color and add a little bit of black? Oh god, it's too black. Um, it's a good story. I might. I quite like the story. It's very interesting. This is another one, really? Oh yeah, cause we played DOS 2. So are you saying DOS 3? There's going to be a DOS 3? It won't be Origin Sin 3. This is like another title that they're going for. Also, since it's acrylic, you can kind of do a similar thing as Photoshop multiplied by glazing. Put a very watered down color over the paint to shift its hue. Ooh, actually, you know what? I might do that with a bit of green. It's a good call. Although the paint is kind of wet right now, so maybe it's not a good call just yet. I think I need to shift the hue a bit towards the green on some of these. And then maybe for the shadow. Needs to be very watered down, almost translucent. Yep. But I think I shouldn't be doing that while the paint is still kind of a little bit wet. Maybe I'll do that technique when on the next stream, at the start of the next stream. That's when I'm sure that most of these colors should be dry. Very good idea indeed. Right now it's still like really big strokes though. Like I haven't really got into details just yet. I've only used one brush and just this one. One brush to rule them all. Oh, you know what? If I make the tooltip zines, like stuff about how to make a comic or like tricks and tips of Photoshop zines, I could put them on my the educational tier on Patreon. And then finally there will be something on that tier. Because that tier is like, if I put out any thing that's downloadable, it's free to download in that tier. But I haven't posted anything in a while, so it's a good idea to start posting something now. There is a plan! And during this break, I shall execute the plan. I say it's a break, but technically I'm not taking a break. It's just like the outside world is taking a break, like just a few weeks off. But I will still be working and trying to make more buffers for the royals. Kind of want to try and get rid of these like dots coming through the canvas. Maybe I'll chuck the camera down a bit. Ah, I'm so sad that it's so blurry. This is a shame. Once I get like these dark colors placed down and get it to dry, I'm gonna try and bring it back up with brighter colors. Hopefully. Hopefully. Return! Welcome back, Zero. Welcome back. To paint this corner. Who I like it. I think the camera isn't really doing this justice. But if I just like sit back, I like where it's going. Oh my god, I nearly did it again. I nearly put my paintbrush in my cup. Yeah, the camera is definitely not doing it justice. It's unfortunate. There's also this big shadow in this corner that the camera isn't really like picking up. Maybe if I make it brighter, like this direction. No. What if I do this? It's slightly brighter, I guess. That's something. I think that's as focused as it can be. Cameras never do pay any justice. Yeah. But now that it's turned this way, I can see all of the light shine around here. But then it's funny because on the stream you guys can't see the glare of the paint, of the wet paint. These angles. Magic hand reveal? I've been revealing my hand for so long. My hand's right here. I've been using my hand. Reveal. It's a hand. Oh my god, it's a hand. A bit of paint on it. It's not getting off anytime soon. So many of your pieces lose so much detail when you photograph them. Yeah. I'm feeling the pain of that after my last piece. It's like, oh, it doesn't really look good on the camera. But when I see it, just in person, like, damn. It looks pretty good. I need to sit a little bit to the left, now that I've angled it. But now I'm blocking it with my shadow. Hello! Magic shadow reveal. Need the booth thing with soft lighting. Need a good camera. I think that's probably the biggest thing. But in my case, I need a capture card. I need a better capture card. And good capture cards are so expensive. Like just the normal ones that you can buy, they only ever go up to like 1920. Which isn't a lot. kind of want the water to be flowing around here. Magic blocks light. I do be blocking light. I am the shadow. Is the shadow. I have so much fun drawing this week's episode for the Royals. The anticipation for all the comments is unreal, I tell you that. I love the comments. Shadow Man? I am the Shadow Man. And you know what? Last week was actually pretty funny as well. Last week there's the big reveal, and everybody is like writing all these paragraphs, these giant paragraphs about how they feel about it, and getting really like making their opinions heard. And then there's just this one person, Waffles, just treasures rat in all capital letters. I don't know why, but when I read that comment, I laughed out loud. I was like, it was glorious. Your comments makes me happy. I hope after I cover the center spot with the bright blue that I wanted, I can still put white on top of it. So I wanted a duck in the middle as a subject. Or maybe a goose. A white goose. Evil. I am evil. Always has been. Oop. Falling paint. That's not good. Don't dirty my carpet. Do a little bit of detailing. This blue. Need a table. I do have a table. It's just cluttered. That's all. It's a very cluttered table. It's a very messy table. These waters are kind of like going in this direction. Guess I can kind of see the stream. Cause like the glare is so intense, I have to be over here. I have to be like over the camera, just so that I don't see the glare. But if I look at OBS, the glare isn't as prominent. Maybe I can use the OBS to paint somehow. We started at 12:30, right? This has been 2 hours already. Wow. I didn't feel like 2 hours. What the hell? Where'd my time go? But also, what do you guys think about the time? Is this a good time? I wasn't able to ask this question during the Subnautica stream, because I was just playing the game. But what do you think about this streaming time? Too late? Can't stay up this late? It works for you? Works for you. I feel like we're kind of missing a few people that usually stays around here. Oh. Normally available at Sundays. Choose play Halo. Ah, yes, Halo. I recently got a set of brush from the Halo concept artist. What's the name? Oops, I just painted my tissue. Cool. So Sparth is the artist name. And I really like the way that he uses his techniques. So I made a few paintings. Not a few, just a couple. Of Halo fan art and post on Patreon. Oh, my tissue's blue now. Great. I'm just trying to get rid of the canvas spots. At least around the area. Until I have the right color later. Made you think of Halo? Yay. No, I actually wasn't painting Halo at the start, but I was like, wouldn't it be fun if I just add that in the background? And then boom, it's Halo. I was just trying to do something sci-fi. Wow. Maybe I don't need a month to finish this painting. I feel like we've completed like maybe 70% of the painting already. And I say completed because we're only just missing color in the middle that I have to go by. So far, this is pretty good. You guys remember at the start of the stream, this was a blank canvas. Am I getting faster at painting as well? I thought it was gonna take way longer to get to this point. I'm killing it! I'm cooking! I'm cooking with water. Look at this water. And I only use one brush as well. I haven't even gone to my detailed brush yet. But also, I don't think I need my detailed brush for something like this until maybe the duck. It's a strong base, that's for sure. Yeah. Just need to paint out these little canvas dot that keeps appearing. But I can do that with the secondary color as well, especially in this area. Gotta get like a really bright blue and then slowly seep it down that way. And then once I got that blue going, maybe I can deepen the shadows around this area a lot more. And maybe up here as well. Put more white into it. Water. Water is so fun to paint. Because it can just be really wild. I think maybe once I got a new color, I can add a bit more rocks around this area after the ink dries. Use this white to like fade out some of the saturated yellows. Got a huge blob of yellow that I'm not using. I'm a little bit sad. Right there. All that yellow, that's not gonna get used. So I'm only using a little bit of it. Whoopsies! Oh wow. Let me mix a bit of this and a little bit of that. I don't really think I'm good at mixing colors. I feel like I'm just traveling and erroring as I go along. That's Bon. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. That's art, no? Yeah, I suppose that is art. Stumbling along with happy little accidents. Ooh, camera. Trying not to touch camera with my dirty hands. Got this color going. It's very gray and dark. So I kind of want to bring out a little bit of the rocks. Just a little bit. Around this area. Yeah, hello Bats. How's it going? Doing a little painty stream. Good. Read the most recent chapter of Royal and really enjoyed it. Hey, I'm glad. I was so excited making that episode. You have no idea. I placed down a lot of clues as well. Just to point out the main villain. And I'm happy that some people caught it. I'm also really happy that people found out the relationship between the names of the characters that I'm using. Faster than I thought they would find out. Very cool. Do you like jazz? Been too busy to check out a new episode recently? That's all good. It's always there for when you return to it. What's up, Zero? This is a really nice rock color. I like this gray. I kind of knew going into this painting that I'm gonna need a lot of gray. But I don't know how I was gonna mix it. Phenomenal show? Are you bringing that back out? So many requirements to fulfill for school. Oof. Oof. Well, I hope if you do get a downtime, the Royals will bring you some peace and entertainment. Maybe? Ooh. That's very interesting. I'm interested. piquing my interest. Unless you're not talking about me, then I would still read if you're interviewing other people. Ooh, school. You and me both, Captain Scary. Just got accepted to a new school. Ooh, what you studying now? Is it like a new course? Or are you still doing the same course, just a different school? Drama's been good. I love the drama. I like that the Royals is a lot more character focused than Dreamwalker has been. And I also like the fact that it's only 4 characters I'm focusing on. At least 4 main characters, and not like a whole cast of people. I think making the focus sharper has kind of condensed down the story a lot, and that's nice. You're talking about me? Ooh, I'm excited. We can chat after. We can chat. That's gonna be exciting. Yeah, so many requirements for vaccine cards fingerprint. Vaccine cards fingerprint. Huh. What does that? What does that entail? Out of curiosity. What does that mean? Nursing. Ah, yes, you mentioned that before. Finally finish your intermediate office course. Hey, nice. You got in. Nice. Everybody's achieving, making achievements. Really nice, really nice. Congratulations. She has to have Shotson get printed to make sure she's not a criminal. As a vaccine? I needed to get into hospital because they can't let people who are unauthorized in certain areas, like surgery. Oh, I see. Like you have to be vaccinated in order to get into places. I see, I see. Very, very cool. Yeah, so that you don't get sick, and cards for ID and so on. It's a lot of work, I'm guessing. Man. At least you won't get sick. I'm assuming. I feel like every time I come back from a convention, I get like a 50-50% chance of getting sick. Even the one from last week was like only 4 hours, but it doesn't matter. Rolled the dice, landed on a tail, and I got sick. Man. light's getting darker now. I'm going to adjust the camera's brightness. Super bright. Not exactly the best brush to be doing these small highlights. But I kind of don't want to change my brush right now. Take a chance, roll a dice. Was it a trip to somewhere to not get sick or hurt at least once? I didn't even take a trip to somewhere. It was a local university event. It was a 5-minute car ride. And I stayed there for 4 hours. And then I came back sick. There wasn't even a lot of people there. There was just a lot of people who were interested in portrait. So I sold a lot of portrait, but not a lot of merch. Man. I'm just sad. I don't like being sick. I tend to get sick and not notice I have a fever while walking around all day. Oh, that really does suck. She's got a constitution of a Victorian coal miner. I failed the con check. Roll for con checked. I failed. I rolled a 1. Victorian sick child. Kind of funny sometimes though. It's kind of funny. The DM said roll a con check, and I know I'm gonna fail. Roll me a constitution saving threats vintage. Couple ones. Damn. Maybe that's just what happens when you don't go out a lot. You don't get exposed to the diseases when you touch grass. Remember, kids, touch grass. Eat dirt. Pocket sand. This month's been stupid hot. Got home from dying, going to 60 degrees basement. Oof. That is a oof, indeed. It's been super hot around the world. That's for sure. Going to shock. Eating dirt is a gateway to a sickness-free adulthood. Remember, kids, eat dirt. But honestly, though, that's so for real. If you don't want to get sick, you gotta eat dirt as a kid. Drink from the hose or the big cup. Right here. Oh, my hand's blocking it. This is my medicine. My paint cup. This is my medicine. Who wants to drink this? Yummy! The schedule of my room is noticeably colder than the rest of the house. I need a hoodie to be in there. Wow. Room's way too hot, and I need a fan on 24/7 in the summer. Time to invest into an AC. It is too cold in the winter because my window isn't sealed properly or something. Yummers paint. So yummy. Okay, let's see. Bring it back just a little bit. Oh, guess that's as far back as I can go. And then I'm gonna try and focus. Can't really tell if it's focused. Maybe that's the best I can do? Ta-da! Wow, really big progress. I can see it from OBS, so it's kind of like I'm looking at it far away, and as a thumbnail, just looking at it from our perspective is actually pretty good. You got good framing, and then you have a depth that kind of goes to the back as well. I'm just missing the color in the center, and that I'm gonna need to buy paint, a very specific paint. But yeah, if it's cold, there's always layers. Yes, wool blankets. Wrap yourself up like a burrito. Yeah, oh my god, guys, this is a one-stream painting. I didn't realize we're gonna get this far. I thought I would still be like kind of like stuck on the green and stuff. But although honestly, if you zoom in, I try to zoom in, and we go down a bit. Zoom. You can kind of see like the canvas spot is still there. Like the white parts of the grooves. So that kind of means that I need to add more paint in these areas so that I can cover those spots. But other than covering the spots, oh, it's too far. Just a little bit more. There you go. Not in the spot like here, here, and maybe like around the edges of the green parts, the terrains. The missing color in the center, and then maybe a duck somewhere around here. And then maybe a little bit more highlight on the bottom. And then that's probably about it. Huh, maybe I don't need maybe like 3 more streams. Or 2 more. Nice smudgies. Did you put down the undercoat before painting? No. What's undercoat? Glue, what's undercoat? Oh no! My inexperience is showing. Did I get hand on my paint? Yeah, I did. I got paint on my hands. It's blue now. A little bit. A literal undercoat of paint. It's to even out the canvas to prevent the pinholes on the canvas. Man, I wish I knew that. I didn't even do that on the last painting either. Well, lesson learned. Next time. I think most people just make the undercoat white. Oh, really? You just paint white everywhere? You learned this from Bob Ross? No. That can't be. I'm an avid watcher of Bob Ross from childhood. My mom has DVDs of Bob Ross. How do I not know this? I failed Bob Ross. No. The whole canvas in white. No, time to study yet. Oh. Well, you know, I do have 2 more blank canvases. Actually, no, I have 3. I have 1 more of this, and then 2 more where the canvas is like thicker. It's like, so this canvas is like this thin. I got 2 more canvases that's like double the height, double the thickness. So I've got 3 more chances of doing this properly. But I guess for this one I just have to add a lot more paint just to get rid of the pinholes. You don't slap the devil out of your brush like he does. No, I don't. I don't have a studio that I can mess up with, right? If I put a stain on my carpet, I'm gonna get chewed out. I can't just like slap the paint everywhere. It's only for people who have studios. Or else I'm gonna like dirty my keyboard, dirty my monitor, and then my carpet. Just one big long coat of white before you start any painting. Alright, I guess. Good to know. I'll do that next time. Maybe I'll do that before stream next time. He raises a squirrel back to health that one time. Usual processes, undercoat, color blocks, details. Yeah. I guess I'm in color block. Haven't gone to details yet. Although I guess these are kind of like details. Not really, but maybe I can do an undercoat just here with all the white, and then I'll cover it with the color that I wanted. Just make a studio in the backyard. Pre-paint it so it dries for stream. Yeah. Pre-paint, pre-undercoat. Good idea. Chat is my teacher. Your style has you blocky in color and detail at pretty much the same time. There's some minor touch-up. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. That is my style. It is a style of when I paint digitally, and it's kind of translating it into traditional paint. Oh my god, it's 3 hours already. That's crazy. I was thinking like maybe this is a good time to stop stream, but I feel like I've only been painting for 10 minutes. But it's been 3 hours. One layer style, exactly. I love one layer style. What happened to my time? Where did my time go? What happened? Won't complain, the style of acrylic paints are your favorite? Aww. I'm glad it's your favorite. Because I'm gonna do more of this style. For sure. Oh, I don't even have my Twitch dashboard open. Nobody's streaming though. I kind of want to rage someone, even though nobody's streaming. Yes, yes, I am ending. I am ending. Uh, always have such fun colors for depth. Yay. Time flies when you're having fun. For real. I do, but it was to use a command. Hmm. What's that command words? I don't know. Aw, thank you so much. Appreciate it, appreciate it. The way you know it's online. Just looking randomly at the art page. I guess this person is doing traditional work. Maybe we'll rate a traditional person? Ooh, they have a lot of views though. Wonder if it's okay if I rate it. There's not a lot of traditional painters though. Everybody's digital. Oh hey, Bob Ross, the channel. Do it, you guys. Even though they have 1,000 viewers. Can I even rate them? Oh, second guessing. um. Let's copy this. Yeah. How'd you find him? I guess it's not that hard because he's the only one that's painting traditional work. Oh, you follow him? That's funny. Alright, well, since you follow him, I think that's a good indication that we can raid. It's a random because of you two. Don't know about that? Oh, why not? There are things I need to know. Should I find something else? Oh, okay. Who is Casio then? From Crochet. Damn! They're even bigger! Wait, they're a gamer. Oh, I don't know. I guess if they crash, then that is your warning. All right, stream raid warning. They might crash a lot, but keep that in mind. we'll go to our art channel and a traditional one as well. Oh, Mirage? I haven't heard that name in a while. Oh my god, I haven't seen her in a while. Alright, let's go here. I'm so undecisive. You know what? Let's just go. Start raid. Alright, that's it. Thank you all for joining on the art stream right after Subnautica. It's been fun. I've enjoyed this very, very much. Hopefully in the next few streams we should be able to finish this art piece, and it will be up on sale for Convergence and Overload, or Armageddon if it doesn't sell. Either one of those. But anyways, we're going to Mirage. Thank you all for joining. Say hi to her as she makes music. Bye 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 bye.